Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to actually sit down and film because I said I was going to be putting out a video every single Monday, and I would still like to try to do that, but I don't know if I'll be able to for the next while. We've had construction in our house for the past few weeks, and I don't really want to film when they're here, but apparently the roads were bad today. I don't know, I haven't been outside, so he's not here and I'm not working today, so perfect time to film. I thought about putting out this video for like a long time now. I haven't, because it almost feels like kind of personal and I didn't really know if it needed to be told. But since I am actually engaged now, and I would like to tell that story about how we met and how everything came together, I thought, you know what, I should tell the story about the person who proposed to me first. And if you see this band-aid on my finger, I was cutting yams yesterday, and I can't seem to not cut yams without cutting my finger. So anyways, I'm just gonna jump into the story, but it kind of needs just a little bit of backstory about how I ended up in Ireland and how we met and stuff. One of my best friends, Teresa, and I decided we wanted to live in another country for a little while. We thought, well, maybe Australia, but after we watched the movie Leap Year, we decided, Australia off the table. We going to Ireland now. We gonna meet some Irish boys. Literally, that's the reason why we decided to go to Ireland, is because we watched that movie. So we went there on a working visa, which meant we could work part-time and then travel and see the country part-time. We really actually did try looking for jobs when we were there, but just nobody was hiring. A lot of people were saying that they would hire around Christmas when it was like more busy and stuff, but Teresa and I were flying back for Christmas, so we were just like, okay, well, we're just not gonna get jobs, I guess. So when we got there, we didn't know anybody. Like, it was just Teresa and me, and that was it. And I figured, since we're both kind of shy and awkward people, maybe the best way to meet people is online. And I had tried online dating for a while on this free website called Plenty of Fish before, and obviously nothing ever came about it, but I decided I would try to use it in Ireland, not to find like my husband, but just to meet people and make friends. So we did meet a couple people on there, but the person that I'm going to talk about is Terrence. Now, when Teresa and I went to Ireland, we were both 20, and Terrence was 28. So definitely an age gap there, but I didn't really care that much because I wasn't like interested in him romantically or anything like that. Like, we were just literally looking for friends, people to take us around, tell us what we should know. I don't know, you know, friends. Now, since this was like so long ago, and obviously I don't have Plenty of Fish anymore, I don't have those messages, but they were probably boring messages anyways. The first time we actually met in person was at a university somewhere. I literally don't remember what university, but we just walked around, hung out. It was fun. And that's when we saw this poster. It was yes equals sex and everything else is rape, and Teresa and I just love that saying and said it all the time. I think I even put it on my Facebook somewhere. So at some point we traded numbers. I ended up getting this little phone in Ireland because I just wanted like a phone that I could use to text people, and I didn't have to worry about payments from Canada. Like, it would just be my little Ireland phone, and I still have it, and I loved this phone. It's so cute and so small, and I don't like how the phone's getting so big. Like, this is my phone now. It's gigantic. At the end of the night, Terrence said something like, it's so nice to hang out with somebody and not have the pressure of feeling like I have to kiss them. And I don't really know why he said that, because I made it very clear I was just looking for friends. I didn't want anything like that. And I told him like right away that we were going back to Canada for Christmas and we probably weren't coming back after that. And so I like wasn't specifically going out to look for an Irish husband. You know, if one came along, just saying. So after that night, we actually hung out like multiple times. Like, we hung out a lot, like sometimes with Teresa, but lots of the times without Teresa. Like, we went to the theater a couple times. We just hung out, just driving around sometimes. And this one time with Teresa, I don't even remember where it was. Like, this was literally 7 years ago. And I was thinking, I'm 27 now, so I'm literally not even as old as Terrence was when we met him 7 years ago. Kind of weird, but it was, I don't know if it was like a party or it was just like a hopping club or something. But we were there for so long that by the time we left, the buses weren't running anymore. They only ran until midnight, I think, and then they stopped. And Teresa and I had an apartment that we rented, and it was quite a walk. We had done it once before, but it was pretty far and we didn't want to do that. And Terrence was from out of town. We were living in Galway, and he was out of town, so he had rented a hotel room. So he suggested that we stay with him and that he would just sit on the chair for sleeping or something like that. So we're like, sure, whatever. It was like a big king-size bed, and he was gonna sit in the chair and we were gonna sleep, Teresa and I, in this gigantic bed. So at one point, Teresa left the room and Terrence asked if he could kiss me. And I said yes. So he kissed me, but like, I have to be real with you guys, it wasn't good. He was a pretty heavy smoker and his breath was just really, really bad. And I just could not date someone that smoked. Anyways, when Teresa came back in the room, we obviously split up, and so we went to bed, and then literally it was probably not even 5 minutes and Terrence was like, I'm uncomfortable. So he crawled in the bed with us, but literally nothing happened. We just slept. One of the biggest things that I remember when I was hanging out with him was he picked me up like he would normally do when we'd hang out, but he took me all the way back to his house, which was like, I don't remember how far away it was. I feel like it was over an hour away, and I was like, where are we going? It's like, to my house. Okay. So we were there for quite a while, hanging out. He was drinking, and then at some point I was like, well, when are you planning on taking me home? And he's like, I wasn't planning on taking you home. And I freaked out on him. I'm like, you can't do this to me. And like, I didn't know what he was gonna do with me, if he was gonna try to, I don't know, do something sexual to me. I just wanted to get out of there. I wanted to get home. I felt uncomfortable. When he said, like, I've been drinking, like, I can't drive, I'm like, I'll fucking care. You take me home right now. He was totally okay to drive. I think he only had like 2 beers. He was just trying to make excuses, I think, to keep me there, and I don't know if I really felt uncomfortable if he was gonna try to, you know, make a move on me. Like, I was only 20 years old, like, crazy innocent at this point. So he drove me home, and I was pretty upset with him over the whole thing. I wanted to show you some of the messages that I had on this phone from him. So this was December 6th, 2013. JC, you are everywhere I know as ways remember. He wasn't very good at texting. As ways remember, the nice man from Mayo thought you were beautiful, you really are. I said, Terrence, you're going to make me tear up. Why? You'll be grand, okay? Why are you so upset tonight? Because what you said was really nice and you make it sound like we're never going to see each other again. Don't say that. I'm always here. Always looks like I'm going to be here a long time to come. I can come down tomorrow for a goodbye to say goodbye if you like, Christmas and all. Huh? I'm not leaving for a while yet. We're just visiting a few friends over the weekend. So we weren't in Galway at this point. I think we were in Cork. I can't remember. Okay, well then, when you get back, let me know. I know it was silly, but I bought you a teddy bear. I was going to post it. You got me a gift? So he said he bought me like a gift. I was like, wow, it's like really nice. And he said he was gonna come down and give it to me. And he kept putting off when he was gonna come down and give it to me, and he just said he couldn't. He also said this, which I thought was really weird. Oh right, did you get tipsy? I said I was at a pub crawl. Yep. Haha, that's so hard to do. Huh? It's hard to get you drunk. Spent a small fortune trying to get you drunk before. Oh yeah? Sober as a judge at the end. Very disappointed, lol. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm only kidding. Why would you say something like that? Yeah, December 8th. Hey, JC. Want to have sex? I'd like to. I'm drunk. Still December 8th. Sorry. Still like to do it. You're so hot. It's not fair. Well, I'd fall in love with you. You're going to leave me here. I don't want that, you know? Anyways, he kept saying things like I was so good looking, I'm so nice, things like that. I'm like, honestly, I'm not very special. I don't know why he was so obsessed with me. Yes, you are. I want to look after you, wife and all, but you're going home. Not good. He wanted me to be his wife and stay in Ireland when I was 20 and only had known him for 2 months. 2 months! It's December 13th. You're already hurt, are you not? This relationship was doomed from the beginning. You knew from the very beginning that I wasn't going to stay. Yeah, he kept on trying to make me stay and trying to make this into a relationship when I didn't want it to be a relationship. And then I said, I told you I don't love you. If you did, I would try so much harder to make this relationship work. He said, okay then. No, actually, this is the last thing we said to each other before we went back to Canada, which is pretty sad. I was really looking forward to seeing him. Even though, like, I didn't want to marry this guy, like, I still really cared for him and cared about him. Like, he was my friend. We hung out together all of the time. But after I got back to Canada, we actually ended up talking a lot over Facebook Messenger. Like, we talked to as recently as last year. So years and years and years. He did, like, still try to win me back. Like, he said things like he would come to Canada and he'd help my dad farm and all this stuff. And even when he was with other women, he would say he wished he would have come to Canada. It would have been so much easier in Canada. I don't know. I don't know why he fell so hard for me. Like, I really don't understand it. I feel like I wasn't even that, like, specifically nice to him or anything. But I think it just took him a really long time to get over me for whatever reason. But I think he's happy now. He's married, and that's about it. Though, at one point he messaged me and said that, oh yeah, he had just gotten married and then his wife went missing, and he messaged me and was, I guess, just letting me know the situation and how concerned he was. And he knew where she was, but her family wouldn't let him see her for like a long time. And then I guess when he actually did find her, she had to go for counseling and stuff. And I think everything's okay. I don't know, I haven't talked to him in like a year, but yeah, that was my experience with an Irish guy trying to whisk me away. But I don't know. I still, even though I don't think we're friends anymore, I haven't talked to him for a long time, I still care about him, and I really hope everything goes well for him. And if he does ever want to come to Canada, I would love to hang out with him. And I desperately want to go back to Ireland. I loved Ireland. Like, when Teresa and I first got to Ireland, we had like one bad experience, like right off the plane, where this grumpy old Irish guy was like swearing at Teresa. But literally everybody else was so nice and so helpful, and just loved them. But anyways, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please leave a like, and I will be coming out with another video very, very shortly. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.